What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys are having a good day, good night, good morning, whatever time you watch this video. But today we're going to be talking about the AGV Corsa R. This is going to be a review video on my helmet. I'm going to try to split it up and remember what I need to talk about and hit my points as I'm riding. I guess let's jump right into it. So, my recent helmet that I had, I went down in that helmet. I got hit on the same bike in that helmet, and my dad bought me that helmet when I first got my FZ07, and at the time it was a good helmet then, because you know how the helmet I'm talking about was a HJC Mark II or something like that. I'd have to find what it's called when I get back to the house, but it was a good helmet for the time being. I had that helmet for approximately, let's say, I got the bike in 17, so 19, 20, 21. I had that helmet for about 5 years, 5.5 years. And I had my Senna on there. It sounded good. Everything was good. The only thing I didn't like was I didn't have a tinted visor, but it had drop down shades in it. The only bad thing about those drop down shades were the tint on it. I don't know if it was a tint or if it was like some kind of film that made it dark on it or whatever, but it started wearing off after about 2 years. Like, before you couldn't see through the sunglasses that were in there, but like towards year 3.5, 4, and especially 5, you could definitely see through my sunglasses, and it did. To me, it felt like it didn't help at all with the sun being out and like riding whatever. So I'd wear an extra pair of shades under, just so I have that tint, and so I wouldn't have to worry about the sun being in my eyes. But with this helmet, I don't have to worry about that because I have a tinted visor, and it's great. The only time I have to be very careful is when I'm riding at night, and I don't feel like switching out my tinted visor for a clear visor, but that's about it. So, with that being said, that helmet lasted me for a very long time. There's nothing wrong with it. If I took better care of it, it wouldn't be all scratched up or whatever. And then of course I went down in it, so I had to get another helmet. Well, I was doing a lot of research, and I always wanted a helmet with a wing on the back. As crazy as that sounds, I just like how they look. Not like that it's super long or it looks big for my head or whatever, but I just like the helmets that have wings on the back. And I found the AGV Pista and the AGV Corsa R. I found the there was another one. It's like RF 1400. I can't remember the name. Shoei RF 1400. I really wanted that helmet really bad, and I was about to pull the trigger on it, but then I found the AGV Corsa R. So let's talk about comfortability. It's a good helmet, and it's very comfortable. Gas again? Bro, what? I just filled this bike up. Very comfortable. The only thing I wish is that the cheek pads would break in a little faster. Now, I've only had this helmet for about, I got it back in June, I want to say, and I haven't worn it a whole lot because my bike had that blown head gasket on it, or exterior gasket, whatever, and I couldn't ride, so my helmet was just sitting up in my room. Like, I just wish the cheek pads would break in a lot more. It's like it sits very comfortably on my head, like, and I know this is one of those helmets that leans forward a lot more than all the rest of them. I can't remember if it's like a long oval shape head type. So yeah, back to what I was saying. As far as like the cheek pads going, I wish they'd break in just a little bit faster. The cheek pads and the forehead pads, I guess the crown pads in the back, neck pads, those are wonderful. And this is my first helmet where I've had the cheek pads and the neck part all be one piece. and it all feels the same. It's super soft, it's plush, it's a lot thicker material than any of the helmet that I've tried on recently and before, and all the years of riding that I've had. Yeah, like it's just super soft. I can't really explain it unless you like put one on yourself. I guess that's gonna like wrap up the comfortability part. So now let's talk about features about this helmet that I don't necessarily like, but I've found a way around it. So with this helmet, you can't attach a comm system. You can't attach a comm system to this helmet, and I found a way around it. All you gotta do, just whatever comm system you have, just shove it up in the little piece in between the cheek pad and the outer shell of the helmet. Now my helmet goes outer shell, foam, and then cheek pad. Well, like when I put my comm system on there, it scratched up a little bit of that foam on the inside, only because I think I didn't have, like, I can't remember what I did when I set it up. It's in my video, but I think I just shoved it in there with the cheek pad still on it. But I think if I would have took that cheek pad off, got a hold of the mount and just like held it apart and pushed it up in there, I think it would have been fine. I don't think it would have scratched up the foam on the inside, but either way, who cares, you know? It's on the inside. Now, let's talk about price point. This helmet it's in the middle tier class of least expensive, middle expensive, and then it's expensive as hell. It's in the middle class of middle expensive. I got this helmet for about, I think, right under $700, and so far I love this helmet. Like, I really do. It's a really good helmet. And I got my tinted visor, it didn't come with it, and my gold wing, I got that off of I want to say Alibaba or something, like one of those weird sites or whatever, but it's for Pista, and that's what I wanted, because the AGV Corsa, the wing is a lot shorter, but if you get a Pista wing, it just makes it that much more exaggerated, you know, like the Pista wing is super big and a little bit more longer, so it just looks very exaggerated, which it looks good to me. So let's talk about how quiet this helmet is and noise on the outside. So coming from that HAC, that helmet was super loud. Wind would come in. There wasn't really a good seal around your neck, so wind would come in from the bottom, obviously. And like, you had vents and everything. My vents didn't really work too well. They worked, it was like they worked when they wanted to, you know. So with that being said, the vents on this helmet, they are great. So there's one right here behind my camera, which I don't ever use because I always have my camera on. But if I ever want to take my camera off one day and just ride without it, that right there works really well. And it's I have to wear a chapstick and chew gum, because sometimes I just ride with my mouth open, like it just hangs open. I don't know why, but it'll dry my mouth out, so I chew gum to keep my mouth moisturized. And then my lips, if I'm riding with my mouth closed, obviously, it just dries my lips out, because that vent just works so well. And the vents up top, so you have three. You have one right here that's like that goes across, like diagonal. You have like a small little middle one that goes across, and then you have another one that goes diagonally like that. Those work really well, and I keep those open all the time. I don't know if that's going to affect, when I edit my videos, I don't think it affects my audio. Like, I don't think you guys can hear it a lot, but if y'all can, let me know. I usually don't hear it, or I'm not particularly listening for it, but those vents work really well. And like, that's the reason why I leave them open all the time, because right now it's summertime, it's more hot outside, and I like airflow. I don't like to be hot. I don't like to be sweating, and I wear like a head thing underneath, so it'll catch all my sweat so when I run into my face. Thing that I wish I should have did my other helmet is had a little headband underneath, or like a head wrap, whatever, to catch my sweat, because that helmet was super hot, super hot. This helmet is cool because you got the vents open, and especially with the Pista, the reason why I didn't get the Pista for one price point, I think it's $1,400, $1,200, whatever it is, and not only that, you have to have inserts to go in your vents. They're not like little tabs you can push up or down. You have to either put your silicone inserts in the vents or ride with it open all the time. So I didn't really like that, so that's why I came with the ATV Corsa. Let's go back to the noise. When I first put this helmet on, now you have to take what I say with a grain of salt, because I'm kind of deaf in one ear, and then before, like earlier this year, I was a little bit deaf in both ears, but now it's just one. So this helmet this helmet is super quiet. Now granted, I have a loud bike, and my FZ07 was even louder than this bike. So you like, if you have like a gold wing, like a stock gold wing, a stock Gixxer 600 or whatever, like anything that has a stock muffler on it, you're not gonna be making a bunch of noise. This helmet is gonna be great because it's so quiet, and it's kind of like car cabin space, you know. It blocks out that outside noise. And I'll go take it even a step further. Like if there's an ambulance riding up on you, normally in a regular car that doesn't have upgraded cabin silencing technology, you can hear an ambulance coming from pretty far away or a great distance away. With this, it's kind of like having that car with that upgraded cabins noise canceling. It's not like when it's right up on me, but it's a close distance until I hear that ambulance coming up on me. Especially if I have my car door running. My car door is pretty loud as well, so that's another reason why. But sometimes I don't have my car door running, I just ride without music. But all in all, what I'm trying to say is it's super quiet. Like if you're looking for a quiet helmet, this is the helmet for you. Now, oh look, speak of the devil, there's an ambulance right there. But now if you're looking for, the only thing I don't like about the quietness, or something I wish they would have added, it's a bigger chin skirt. So like now I'm just not hearing that ambulance. I wish they have a bigger chin skirt on this helmet, because wind coming in from the other underside where your chin is, it's a little annoying. And I feel like you can kind of hear it in my videos, but I'm not too sure, because my bike is also making noise, which is canceling out that wind coming in. So if I had to give this helmet a rating out of 10 on quietness, from 1 being loud, 10 being quiet, and let's just say with all the vents closed and everything stock on it, I'd give this helmet a good 6.5, because it's a quiet helmet, especially from what I've came from. Now I haven't tried on any other quote-unquote quiet helmets, or like any showy, because I've heard showy pretty quiet. I haven't tried on any of those helmets, and I know people are going to be like, oh, helmets are not going to be 100% quiet, you're always going to have some kind of noise coming in. That's true, but we're not talking about that. We're talking about how quiet it is compared to having a stock bike. There's not a lot of wind going, you're not right on the interstate, you're just city cruising or whatever. It's a pretty quiet bike, if you ask me. Let's see, upgrades with this helmet and interchangeability. So the ATV Corsa R and the Pista, to me, and probably to everybody else, those two helmets are the exact same, which means you can take either parts from either helmet and put them on each other. So like I was saying, if you want a bigger wing on your helmet and you want to be stock wing from a Pista, all you gotta do is buy a stock Pista wing and put it on your ATV Corsa. So they're interchangeable, and your visors from your ATV Corsa can fit on your Pista, and your visors from the Pista can fit on your Corsa, which is a very great design that they did, because maybe you want the Pista, but it's out of your price point. Okay, you come down about 700 bucks, and you got yourself the Pista, but it doesn't. The only thing it doesn't have is the drinking tube, and it has a +1 because this helmet you can close the vents. So I think your AGV Corsa is going to have a little more bang for your buck as far, because let's be honest, the Pista is more like a track day, like, because it's a replica of I think it's Rossi, his helmet that he wears. So it's a replica helmet, first of all. Two, it's more designed for track days because it has the drinking tube and whatnot. So the AGV Corsa is going to have a little more bang for your buck, in my opinion. Another point, I don't know if there's a lifetime warranty on this helmet or not, but I'm pretty sure there's some kind of warranty. So if something broke, you can go get it changed out, which is great. I think I bought mine from the AGV Corsa, or the AGV website, the Italian one. So I'm sure if I contacted them and something broke for like a year from now, I'm pretty sure they would replace it for free, or like a small charge, something like that. Especially if you can provide a receipt type thing, like, okay, this is my receipt, I paid for it, this, that, and third. Now when I was ordering my helmet, I went on some websites and it said that the AGV Corsa R was discontinued. Now I don't know how true that is. I would have to look while I'm editing this video and put up like a little card or something saying yes or no, but the last time I checked, the AGV Corsa R has been discontinued, especially from the Cycle Gear website, because that's where I was trying to order mine from, and we have one in Birmingham, and I was going to run out there and try them on. They had a medium only up there, and then I tried on, I think I needed a large, because my other one, they said they ran pretty big. My previous helmet was an extra large, but I found out that the AGV Corsas run pretty true to size, so I went with the extra large. I had to send a couple helmets back and reorder helmets and whatnot. So, but all in all, this is a pretty decent helmet. Now, yeah, you are going to be out of roughly 700 bucks, but hey, you have a nice helmet. And then if you want to put on any add-ons like that, like my wing, I think it was 20 bucks, or like 15 bucks plus shipping. Oh, there's my buddy. So 15 bucks plus shipping, and then he sees me. So 15 bucks plus shipping, and then my visor, I believe it was I want to say $45 because I got it off Amazon. I'm not just on two wheels, so like I'm not really good at explaining and having all my info wrote down and pre-recorded and whatnot. But what I am going to start doing for my videos, I'm going to have a piece of paper to put right here so I can hit my keynotes, because I feel like I forgot something when I'm talking about this helmet. Let's go catch up to my buddy. This is gonna be the end of the video. I feel like I'm missing something in the video, but if you guys enjoyed, please comment, like, subscribe, and share with all your friends. Be lookout for more videos. Don't forget, ride safe, wear your gear, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.